Hello, happy Friday. So tonight is our ASMR wine tasting night. So I have to give everybody a heads up. It's really, really cold here in Calgary, and I took Blue for a walk, so I did have some wine before. But I don't remember how it tasted because it was so cold. So my taste buds were even frostbitten, and even my fingers are still like, when they get so cold and then they almost get warm at the end. They're just so cold. I do think though, like, given I was out in the elements, I came back in still looking put together and like a what's that? Like, what did somebody call me? Like when you got it all, like when you got it like together, like you can, a woman of all trades. I don't know if that Jack, like I'm trying to say, but it's not Jack of all trades. I just like full on, like this was a conversation I had probably like 7 hours ago before my brain had been outside. Anyways, so I still love, yes, the wine tonight. Let's get into that because I could ramble on. So, the wine, like I think my eyes are even red from being outside. I'm surprised I didn't lose lashes. Like, it was so cold. It's like, where everything gets like water and frost all over. Came in, I feel like I thought I'd have no makeup on, but my bronzer actually stuck pretty good. Using that new Tarte Glow Up palette, it's remarkable. My cover up, however, I didn't really put much on. It was just like a tinted moisturizer, so I really can't expect much from it. It's gone. You can see my pimples, which is fine. That's the way life goes, hey? But my flippin' bronzer, okay, so what I'll do next time, I'll bring down the palette. It's up in my bedroom. Bring it down. I'll show everybody Tarte Glow Up, how I put my glow up on, and how I just look put together, even though I was just outside in minus 25 with the wind chill, wearing a balaclava and drinking wine and feeling like the frost drip down my face and on my lashes. Okay, now the wine tonight. Back to what we were doing. So this one looks like it's gonna be a gooder. I say that because majority of the bottle is gone. So clearly I have enjoyed this one. So this one is a bread and butter Chardonnay. 2018. It's like the bread and butter Pinot Noir that we had last week, except I think this one is a bit more smoother and it won't make your teeth any more yellow or discolored. Although I think mine are looking pretty yellow and discolored from all that red wine, so I would be happy to get more white wine requests coming in. I still have my straw. I wash it all the time now. I should get reusable straws, but it's Black Friday and I am not going near any stores at all. I didn't even go get groceries tonight. I had to do like a pour charcuterie, okay, I gotta figure out, I'll get somebody to show me how to do that word. I was in speech therapy for like, I think it was 6 years. So I have to think about I still have to think about how to form my tongue with certain words. Like, and I know I'm not doing it right. I don't know the next syllable. I don't know how to do that one. Anyways, so I'll get somebody. So my poor man's charcuterie was roast beef, French onion dip, the stuff in the red thing, and beer sticks. The beer sticks I bought Ashley and me when she came to town. I still had leftovers because because we didn't finish them all. Because Ashley wouldn't eat them when I brought them out in our pockets. She said they needed to be in the fridge too long. Longer than what they had. Like, longer. They had been out too long from the fridge. So she wouldn't eat them. So I have lots of leftovers. That was my supper. Okay. Like, even I don't know how I got on that rant. And usually I can, like, somehow figure it out. So our bread and butter Chardonnay. Let's give it a try and see how it goes. I already know it's gonna go well. Okay. Oh, I'm not even using my, what's this called? Selfie stick tonight. Tonight, I have to just use my hand. Mostly because I have no reason. I just was like, didn't hook up my phone to my selfie stick. I thought I'd use my hand. Okay, let's do this one. Like, it has absolutely no smell. I think this would be really good. The no smell part. This would be really good to take to outdoor concerts. You know when they smell your water bottle? Like, I full on, I can't smell anything. I was outside though, so maybe my nostrils are still cold and they're defrosting. But I usually have a really great sense of smell. So I'll smell this in the morning. I'll leave some in the bottle. I'll smell it again in the morning when my nostrils are like freshly woken up and extra sensitive to smells. And then I'll let you know. But like, so far, this seems like something I would take to an outdoor concert, and I'd put it maybe into like a Sprite bottle and act like it's Sprite. I don't get it how it's got no smell. And you know, I think I just look tired too, because today I got up at 4:45 and then I went to work for 6:30. So like, everybody that knows me knows I'm a night owl. I usually get a second wind around like 9:30, and I enjoy like 9. That's usually actually when I walk blue, because I know I get like a burst of energy. So I walk blue around 9:30, get some energy out, and I get back home, I get ready for bed, and then I usually around like 12:20, 12:30, I'll wake up and I'll have like a bunch of ideas. Not just like waking up, but I'll usually wake up and I'll be like, oh, I'm thinking of all this. And it's not like, it's stupid stuff too most of the time. It's like, the one night I was thinking like somehow I needed to get a sewing machine. So now I keep a notebook by my bed and I write down like, sewing machine, need to get a sewing machine, like whatever comes to me in my dreams at 12:30. So that happens at 12:30. I call it like, and I gotta work. So I gotta like stay asleep, you know? I can't just like get up at 12:30 and be like, tell me more. Like, what else do you want to do? Mind? Like, what do you want to do with the sewing machine? What do you want? So that happens. I get back to sleep. I go back to sleep and I'm like, sleep, la la la. And I usually wake up again around like 3, 4, somewhere around there again. And I'll be like awake again. I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I just thought of that. Sometimes I think of poetry. Like, it's not fun to think of a poem that you should write at 3:30 in the morning. Like that sucks. So then I have to get up, and I used to just try to like go back to sleep. And it's like my dreams would like be so, I would just like not, it'd be such a shallow sleep, I guess that's the word, how I describe it. So I'd have all these shallow sleeps and I'd be like tossing, turning. So now I just get up and I write down like whatever poem comes to me quickly in my little book again, and then I go back to sleep again. This is very disruptive. But if I can stay up, like on a weekend, if I stay up, I get my second wind usually around like 9:30. And then around midnight, like when most people are like, oh, get your butt to bed, like it's midnight, it's Friday, I'm tired, I will get another wind. And then I'll be like, oh, I need to journal a whole bunch, maybe write some stories, write some poetry. So I start writing poetry and everything, start journaling, and I get ready for bed. I like do my face stuff and everything, and I'll be doing all that, and literally like I can get more and more wind. Like, it's just night owl tendencies. Like, if I let myself, I can totally stay up, crash, have such an awesome sleep though, from about, I'd say 3 o'clock till like 9. I would sleep hard and just be out. But yeah, okay, So let's try this wine that has absolutely no smell. Like, that's why my eyes are like looking a bit like, I just get absorbed. Gosh. It's a really good wine. This wine, it's really smooth. You know when you pound a big thing of wine and it sometimes burns around your lips? That's why I put on tons of lip stuff before I do these ASMR videos for people. Just in case, like, it's a bad wine and I don't want to, like, burn up my lips, you know? Did a poor job on that painting. Actually, that's a good job for me, by my standards. Poor job by anybody else. It's really bad with painting my nails. But it's a really smooth wine. Like, my lips aren't burning. It really has no taste. And it's got no smell. This is a wine that you would sneak into events where your bag is gonna get checked. Like concerts, outdoor concerts, because at a lot of, like, I'd say, like, events where, so don't sneak it into like an NHL game. They check your bag. It goes through the metal detector. However, I did think of something that I kind of want to try, but I don't want to try because I don't want to get kicked out of games because I think that might not be cool. But they have these plastic water bottles that you put water in, like, they're flat ones. I don't know how to describe them, but there's no metal on them. And I was thinking what you could do is put the water in or the booze into the water bottle, put the water bottle against your back, tucked into your leggings, and go through the metal detector. It won't set it off because it's got no metal. And it doesn't need to be in your purse because it's on your body. I might try it. I might not. I probably won't. I might see if I can, like, somehow get somebody to try this theory for me. I think I already have somebody in mind. As I said that, I was like, I have somebody in mind. I know them from university days. We dated, and I think, like, they'd be game for this. I think this would be, like, right up their alley. So I'll go in first though, and then they can follow. So I'm still in, whatever, and then they can act like they don't. Or I can get my mom to try it too. My mom might try it even. I feel like she would do that too. She's a really bad liar. She would never do that. She would be, like, sweating, like, profusely, and be like, they'd be like, hello. She'd be like, I have vodka in my pants. Like, that would be very, very bad. Okay, back to, like, the wine. The wine is so good. And take this wine where you gotta go. You're gonna take some toddlers to a play park. You don't want to seem like you need alcohol to tolerate toddlers. You take your bread and butter, Chardonnay. I took this on the dog walk. I feel like I wasted a good wine for a dog walk. You know, you take on dog walks? You take wines that smell. You take wines that smell. You take wines that kind of taste like not the best, like you're outside in nature and everything. That's what you take on a dog walk. You don't take a bread and butter Chardonnay. You take this stuff. You take to children's birthday parties that you get invites to. That's what you take this to. Okay, let's read what it's got on the back with this bread and butter Chardonnay. So this is harder without my selfie stick. I need to get a tripod. So classic California Chardonnay with hints of rich vanilla, toasted oak, and cream. Perfect when enjoyed chilled and with equally pleasurable foods. I was gonna do a eat too with this one, but, like, that's too much. I can't do that while not using my selfie stick and without a tripod. So that was not happening tonight. Okay, so bread and butter Chardonnay on this review. This so far is my favorite white. I do think it might be one of the more expensive white wines that we have sampled though. Let me just get out my receipt. Okay, I do belong to Willow Park Wine and Spirits though, so I do get the red tag discounts. VIP. Okay, Pinot Noir. That Pinot Noir that I tried, that was 23. So that bread and butter Pinot Noir was 23. Okay, and the bread and butter Chardonnay, $17.49. Like, I think this is worth it. I would probably bring this to so many events. This actually might be my list of favorite whites. I'm gonna save a bit and have a bit tomorrow, maybe mid-afternoon. I'll take the rest. You know what I'll do? I'll take the rest to Edmonton. I'll try it once I get to Edmonton. See how it tastes then. Okay. In the meantime, though, bread and butter is a winner, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely Friday. I am gonna paint my nails, finish my glass of wine, and then go to bed. I can already hear like Blue snoring behind me. I can show you guys. Potentially. Actually, I don't know if this turns around. This is like how bad I am with technology. I don't know if this does at all. There he is. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Okay. Have a good night. This little fur baby and I are gonna go to bed. Okay, love you all.